Hello, fabulous friends and fans. Welcome to your horoscope for the week of August 11, 2013. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This week, Venus moves into a brand new sign, the sign of Libra. Now, this is actually one of the home signs of Venus, and here she can bring forward her higher qualities. Whereas normally, Venus is thought of as associated with pleasure and, of course, love. Well, those qualities are still there, but we're also asked to consider higher forms of beauty. We're asked to consider the beauty of ideas and theories, of art and architecture. How Venus is going to encourage you to have more fun, to relax, to trust, and to allow yourself to receive the good things that life has to offer is coming up right now. Aries. For you, this is a very lovely placement. This is Venus moving into the part of the sky that has to do with partnerships, alliances, and marriage. So those of you who are attached are going to find yourself just feeling a lot more sweet around your partner and being reminded of all those reasons you fell in love with them in the first place. Those of you who are single are going to find yourself the recipients of at least one admirer. And this admirer likes a lot more than just what's on the surface. For Taurus, this is about your work environment, and finding love in the workplace is a possibility for you now. Remember, Venus is also your ruling planet, so where Venus goes is especially important for you. Now, do watch some of your eating habits because it does look like you want the good life and are about to take some very generous helpings and enjoy. Well, enjoying, that's always a good idea, but just be mindful that you want to keep things in balance. Ultimately, that is what this lesson is about. You enjoy a lot more when things are in balance. For Gemini, this is about you really considering what it is that is fun for you, what it is that brings you fulfillment, what it is that brings you joy. And the best joy seems to just show up on your doorstep. For some of you, children are going to be a part of this, and children become the bearers of alliances. So whether they bring you and your partner closer together or they help introduce you to someone new. Now, these could be anyone's kids. They don't necessarily have to be yours, but they do help you to receive more love than you've known before. Cancer, you are really looking at what it is that you need to feel safe, to feel secure, to feel grounded, and also your home as well. A lot of you are going to be redecorating and recreating your space to become a lot more beautiful. That is especially blessed for you now. Leo, you could find love just in your neighborhood, so make sure that you're out and about. It is when you're busy that you open yourself up to some very nice blessings. Also, it is the busyness of the day that tends to feel a little softer now, so it doesn't feel like there's this heavy responsibility, more like you're enjoying yourself as you move through all the different tasks. Your curiosity is piqued thanks to an attraction that is there for you. Virgo, you are looking at money. Now, this is always a good thing for everybody, Venus moving into the sign of money. But one thing that I do want to make you aware of is that there is a feeling of generosity. There is a feeling that you're going to be okay, and absolutely you are, but it can make you more generous. So just be mindful that you're not putting too much on your credit cards. But for all this, you certainly can attract greater sources of income at this time as well. Just be charming. You keep that in mind and you'll attract greater prosperity. Libra, when Venus comes in your sign, this is really very special. On the one hand, it's Venus coming home, and so a part of you really feels at home with yourself, feels like the best of you can come forward. But also, you just feel beautiful, and you deserve that. You're interested in things that have to do with enjoying appearance, enjoying what normally people would say is superficial. But if it is just a representative of a deeper sense of self-care, a deeper sense of receiving nice things, then it is an endeavor that's very well placed. Scorpio, now it does look like love becomes a lot more private just as you like it. So your partner, your interest is going to ask you to spend time a little bit underneath the surface and not be so obvious about the alliance. But it does look like this is important time. This is time where you really get to leave your guard down and get to know your beloved in a new way, in a way that's a lot more open and that is a lot more revealing, especially to you. I think you're going to be surprised at the things you feel comfortable sharing and at the new ways in which you can see yourself more lovingly as a result of sharing from the heart. For Sagittarius, this is about your friends. Your friends are about to add a lot more fun to your life, a lot more excitement, but also they just bring blessings. They bring good times to you. So when you get those invitations, be sure to go. A friend could become more, or at the very least could introduce you to someone who turns out to be a very loving partner for you. For Capricorns, this is very much about you thinking about how high you want to go, thinking about your career and enjoying the climb. Now that's really special for you because a lot of life for you, one of the soul lessons for you has to do with understanding that there's a certain self-respect that comes when you actually work for something and you stay on the path until it reaches fruition, until you manifest. Well, this week you start a process where that process becomes a lot more fun, becomes lighter. And make sure you bring your absolute charm to the surface and you'll find yourself impressing the right authority figures. For Aquarius, this has to do with you exploring the world. So for some of you, whether it's immigration issues, whether it's traveling issues or citizenship, all of that should go very well now and in the coming weeks, especially if it relates to a sweetheart or a love. In fact, I would say to you that if you haven't already planned a trip, the possibility of one coming up that is filled with joyous moments is very strong for you now. And finally, Pisces, you are looking at money. And this is about you reaching out for help from institutions, from people, from different organizations that may be able to increase your prosperity. Things should go very well. Again, just speak from the heart, be your charming self. And especially where it comes to you sharing from a place of heart, you're going to find that a lot of people want to support your vision. Well, thank you so much for watching. For expanded horoscopes and so much more, visit my website, nadiyashah.com. It'll be a great week. Enjoy.